guess who got her dream craft table finally? It's me. I finally got it. I had been searching high and low for the perfect table, and I have it. Oh, it's almost perfect. We have one upgrade to do to it today, which is what these are for. But I'm so happy that I finally got one because I had a set of requirements that I needed in a craft table, and it was kind of a unicorn of a craft table. I feel like I can't explain it until I show you what I'm working with in this room. So mini tour of my office den space. Hang on, let me get behind the camera. So this is my den, which I use as both an office and craft room. So there's like the businessy stuff. Oh, also, no one comment on my nails. I know they are a month old. They need to be redone. We're gonna address that later. Looking past that, this side of the den is for officey, businessy stuff, business side, and the craft side of the house is over here. So more party stuff. This is business, party. This is the mullet of dens. All right, business over here, party over there. So this is where I do my job in the daytime, my normal day job. And I know I need to spruce up this corner over here because that's what people see when I'm on video chat, which is all the time. It's really plain. I want to add some personality to it. I'm thinking about adding a plant wall, but we'll see. We'll see. I think I have some ideas. We'll put it into vision. We'll put it into fruition. Anything basically that needs to be done with a computer, I do here. And like I said, more on the office side of the theme with a printer and a filing cabinet. And I have my bookshelf here with some books, some trinkets, and I have to show you my plant collection because we're here. This is my favorite one. Oh, maybe we're not supposed to choose favorites, but look at it. It completely blew up, and I can't believe that one is blossoming, or that one's blooming. That one's crazy. And yeah, I just have some more back here. I propagate them here. Some of them here. These are I should have picked up more of these. I got these in Cambria and I should have picked up more. They're so pretty. And I put the grow lights in these lamps to make it look pretty. Okay. And then more plants here. And then we're moving to the crafting side of the den. This is my fabric. I know, we'll address it. I need to clean it. And then this is my slat wall that I made. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself for this one. I made this one. It's the first biggest project I ever did, and it was the first time I used like power tools in that regard, and I love it so much. It's definitely a conversation starter, but anyways, the organization of it all. I have some sewing over here. We have a lot of paper crafting supplies, and then my yarn for crochet and knit that has been encroaching, and then I have a lot of space for threads. And then over here I have a bookshelf with mostly paper crafting supplies. I just put this together yesterday. It's a organizer for 12 by 12 papers. Do you ever have things that you do and it's a pain in the butt every single day, or not every single day, but it's a repeat pain in the butt, and one thing would have fixed it so easily? That was this for me. I was multiple years living with this and all of these in one giant stack, and it was so hard to get stuff from the bottom. And I don't know why I didn't just buy an organizer. This makes my life so much easier. But anyway, yarn up there, and I have the bar cart with some stuff in it, which is dangerously close to how that door opens. But anyway, so that's the layout. And I feel like I can explain why I needed so many things in a table, or a couple of very specific things in a table. And it's because, okay, so normally when I would craft, I would do it at this table. But like I said, this table is used for my work in the daytime, so I'd have to flip it after I was done, or at nighttime, to be ready for work in the morning. It's not the worst thing ever, but it was a little inconvenient. And it just got to the point where I knew that if I was needing to craft for more than 2 or 3 hours, if I was working on a project that would take more than 2 or 3 hours, I might just not do it because I wouldn't want to go through the hassle. I sound so dramatic, but if I just, sometimes I just wouldn't do it if I knew that I wouldn't be able to keep it out overnight, you know, because again, I'd have to make the table workable for my day job and my computer, which had nothing to do with any of the other stuff that I was working on that I wanted to work on at night. So that was one reason. And then the next reason, listen, I know how this one's going to sound. I know that it sounds so stupid and people have to deal with worse, but I'm just being honest. Whenever I would work on this table and I would do crafting, I do paper crafting, I do sewing, I don't do too much knitting or crocheting here because that's something I would do in the couch or on my bed or something. I don't do it too much here, but regardless, whenever I'm doing something of that kind, again, I know how stupid this sounds and how dramatic this sounds, but I would have to walk all the way over here to get my supplies. I know, I sound so stupid. I sound so dramatic because I know other people have to deal with worse. Like I know other people have work on their dining room table and they have to flip it before breakfast in the morning so their family can eat, or people have to go upstairs to get their supplies. I know I sound so dramatic where I'm like, I have to walk all the way to Siberia to get my paper cutting tool. I know, but it was a little annoying to walk back and forth. I know this sounds so dumb and not even a big deal, but it's just, I wanted to keep that space for work and computer work and this space for my crafting. Now you know why I had some specific requirements for a table. First of all, I needed something that was both big and small because I know this room can probably fit 2 tables just fine. I honestly like having the ability to have a big open space here. I like that. So I wanted something that was both big and small. And in that regard, I also liked the idea of something that was mobile, which is where this comes in because these are wheels. Oh, actually, let me show you. I'm going to a little bit more of the actual table. This is the Ikea Norden, gate leg table. It comes out here this way, and then the leg swings out underneath, and it has that on both sides. And this one is the full 100% wood birch one. Ikea has another one that is white and it's really pretty. It's melamine and they're not even the same product. I mean, it looks the same, but this is 100% wood. So I made sure to look for this one, but this was a little bit of that journey thing. Like it was a whole journey to get here, to get this table. I actually made a decision to get a table that also folded out from Michael's or Joanne. It was like a Kensington something, but I saw a review on YouTube by somebody who reviewed it and it wasn't a great review. So I decided to pass on that one. The search was back on for, again, this unicorn of a table. Finally found one that got good reviews by crafters. And of course, inflation happened and it's like $350 at Ikea. So I'm all over the place on Facebook Marketplace, offer up like eBay, like Craigslist, anything. Nobody's responding. I finally I'm ready to buy it new from Ikea and just eat the cost and eat beans and rice for the next 4 weeks to make up the cost. But you know, I can't resist. After I make the decision that I'm going to go that weekend to Ikea, I can't resist. So I refreshed Facebook Marketplace. One popped up. It ended up working out. I'm so grateful. So I did get a used one, but I don't care. I'm really happy with it. And I do need to shout out the seller who was so accommodating, and my husband, who was the one who drove an hour out of his way, hour plus actually, out of his way and an hour plus to drive it back home. So now you know why I love this table. The upgrade that I'm going to add to it, let me bring you in closer so you can see. So with my other requirement for the perfect craft table to be mobile so I can work, or so I can choose to use this table throughout either this room or somewhere else in the house, I wanted to add wheels to this table, which is hopefully not a big deal. people add wheels to this table all the time. I'm not the first person to do this. There's actually a person on YouTube who I watched, and he added casters to the bottom of this table, one on each leg, so 6 of them. And it looks pretty simple. He just drilled them in and it was fine. The difference that I'm doing is that I wanted a different set of wheels. I wanted rollerblade wheels because they are, they're better for this floor. I have LVP, I have luxury vinyl plank. They're quieter and they glide more smoothly. So I wanted to use that. I actually have rollerblade wheels on my office chair. So I wanted to replicate the same for this table. I have 2 sets here because these are office chair replacements. So an office chair only has, these are meant for you to replace your office chair caster wheels very easily. All they do is literally you pull out the caster wheel that came with your chair, and then you just plug these right in. They go right in. It's supposed to be super easy. My problem was that office chairs have 5 spokes on them, and this table has 6 legs. So of course, right? Of course. I ended up buying 2. These were from Amazon. I will definitely link them below. I bought 2, and it was actually okay because I knew I wanted brakes, because when I said that these wheels glide smoothly, I was not kidding. They glide very smoothly. In my own chair, sometimes I'm rolling too far too fast. So I wanted a set of brakes. So I bought 2 of these, and these were the only, I bought these because I, of course, wanted the wheels to match. And these were the only ones that I saw that had one version without brakes and one version with brakes. So now I have 10 wheels, but it's okay. I'll use 6 of them, and then that means I'll have 4 left over. So maybe I'll do this again at some other time. The other thing that you need, so other than the right number of wheels, rollerblade wheels, is these like sleeve things that the wheels go into. So the video of the other guy who added the casters to his table, all he did was he just screwed them in because they came with, here. You're not supposed to use your nails as tools. So the actual casters that are meant to be used for anywhere have a plate on them on the top here, and you can just screw that into whatever furniture you're using. But since these are seriously just the wheel that's meant to go on the bottom of your chair, you have to get the sleeves, or whatever these are called. I'll also link them. You have to get the sleeves in order to put, like, it'll go like this in the bottom of the table, and then it'll go like that. So you'll have a nice snug fit. The thing I need to do is turn this table upside down, drill the holes large enough for these little guys, and then put the wheels in and flip it over. Should be easy. Famous last words. All right, I'm gonna get some help turning this table over. Also, this table is heavy as heck. I don't know how you're supposed to use this table. Like, it folds up and folds down, and it's really heavy. You're just supposed to fold it up and fold it down and leave it there? I don't know. It's heavy. Okay, I'm going to get some help turning it upside down. BRB. This is the drill bit that we used. I used the tape trick to mark the length, and then I took my quilting ruler and marked an X to mark the spot where the middle is. This was so my husband knew where to target the drill bit. And this is a little bit where things started to go south. Well, they didn't go south, I mean, kind of. It was just we couldn't drill deep at all, as you'll see in this next clip. Progress, or lack thereof, update. It was a fail. We couldn't drill into, well, first of all, I had 2 problems. The first problem was that I was warned, but I didn't really think about it or measure it. The gate leg tables, this one, the one that's not going into focus, this one is too thin for the sleeve. This one it's too thin. You see that? It would take up the whole width. So that made that impossible. I was warned. I just did not realize how thin it was. So then I was gonna just put it into the main table legs where we ran, and then figure out something out for the 2 gate leg ones. Ran into another issue is that this is not allowing us to drill deeper than 0.5 millimeter, basically, or 1 millimeter. So I might just have to do the regular casters or something else, but for now, we're just gonna set the table up so I can work on it, and I'll just have to deal with losing some of the floor space in the meantime. Let me know if you have any suggestions. I'm gonna maybe do some more research on how people add wheels to things. Maybe it's because it's solid wood. I think the other people who did the adding wheels did it on the white one, which is not solid wood. I now realize the answer was in my question. So I'll see if I can figure it out. But for now, I'm really happy with the table. I'm gonna set it up and just work around it. Thanks for watching.